I'm looking directly into what I think was a crack right there. Got a little schmutzo on the lens. Don't know how much it's gonna show up, but I'm not gonna let that rain on my parade. Today I'm running the loop trail of Horse Hill Nature Preserve. I've been on this area once before in a mountain biking class that I took in high school. And it was one little section of it, but there's a lot to be explored. Excuse me, there's a lot to be explored here. Again, this is the loop trail. It's about 4.5 miles. I really have no idea how much incline, decline there is, but I'm here for the adventure and hopefully I don't blow myself out, right? The key here is to have fun. Let's get it. This is a really nice trail. There is a lot to see here. There's a lot of like pull-offs and benches. You can tell not only is it a widely used trail, but it's a widely funded. I want to use that term loosely, but in terms of accessible trails in the area, this one has a huge paved parking lot and lots of well-maintained areas, big benches to chill on. So, and there's like a trail map at every little intersection, which I cannot say is common for these little podunky trails around the kind of urban southern New Hampshire area, if you can call it urban. But we're about like 1.5 miles in. I feel good. Had to stop a couple times to arrange where I had stuff in my bag because frankly it was terribly uncomfortable. But not a whole lot of elevation fluctuation, you know, but I'm on a pretty lengthy gradual downhill. So because it's a loop, I assume I'm gonna have a pretty lengthy uphill at some point, but we'll see. So I got a little hot and I took off my jacket, but this is what I'm talking about. There's a skill here that I haven't learned when it comes to knowing my body, which is that I'm a little bit wet from the sweat. And so now, while I wouldn't say I'm cold, my skin is cold, if that makes any sense at all. Like I don't feel frigid, but I feel wet. Now, if I were to trip, get hurt, and couldn't move and cool down, this would be a problem, especially as it gets colder and snowier. Now, you know, I'm only about 2 miles out from one of the bigger roads in Merrimack, so I'm not too concerned. But if I wanted to go do some kind of a bigger, longer trail and go further out, I have to avoid this. What I'm wearing is wool, don't worry. I've learned from my mine hunting days. However, I would like to just stay dry and comfortable. Is that so much to ask? You know? Am I asking too much of the world? Evidently, yes.